Good day. We are going to unbox and configure and review the Lenovo Smart Clock with Google Assistant. Now, when you look at this, it can be a little confusing because there are three products in this line. There's the Lenovo Smart Clock, which is this one. There's the Lenovo Smart Clock Essentials, which I'll put up here, showing you that it is a more basic screen and just doesn't have the color screen. And these, both of those are discontinued, and now there is the Lenovo Smart Clock 2, which has a digital base, and I'll also put a graphic of that also right there. Now, if you're wondering why would someone buy a discontinued electronics product, well, that's because as good as the new ones are, there's nothing much wrong with the old ones. So I have purchased several of these, and typically what I do with them is donate them.
I'll give them away to charity auctions or any other sort of fundraiser to help out the community, as our company gets asked for these types of things all the time.
This one I want for myself. I'm going to unbox it and see how it goes. Now, just a note before we get to it, we also have a review of this, which is the Lenovo Smart Assistant 7, which is a 7-inch unit that you put in your kitchen, which is where we are now. The Lenovo Smart Clock is intended more for your bedroom, although, you know, there's no reason you can't put it anywhere else. But let's get to it. I have not opened one of these up before, but I'm confident that because this worked out so well, that this will also be excellent. It'll have voice command, it will support all of the things that I want, which in my case, by the way, pretty much get down to playing some music, telling me the time, answering the odd question, and most notably through voice rather than trying to click through buttons, right? You know, trying to blast through buttons. I would like to be able to say things like, you know, set an alarm for 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., something like that. Okay, so let's get to this. Again, I've not opened this up, so we're going to open it up together and find out how it works. Let's see here. So there's no seal on this. Let's show you the box in case there's something of interest to you. There's nothing of interest to me on it. I have already looked through it. Ah, there we go. This has a seal at the front, so I will just break that seal. Whoops, a little harder than I wanted. There we go. And there is the big unit. Exciting, huh? So it's pretty small. Let's compare it to that. And you can see it's a lot smaller. You know what that's convenient for? Your bedroom. That's in fact small enough to even pack for travel. So it's actually, you know, actually pretty good. All right, let's get back to unboxing. So there's the unit. Now in the rest of the box, let's pull out the bits. And I'm guessing we'll have an AC charger here. Oh yes, and a manual. And there's nothing else in the box. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Now, we'll start with the AC charger. Well, it's not a charger because there's no battery in this. So, at least I don't think there is. And I'm in North America, so I have a North American plug. If you're elsewhere, you will have a different one. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Standards approval. That's awesome. And Lenovo Smart Clock safety warranty. Oh my God, I need the safety manual. Don't smash your face with it. Do not try to eat. Do not grind up and give to your dog. Do not throw at your neighbor. Wonderful. Okay, so let's unwrap this. It looks like there's a tab here. Yeah, there it is. There's a tab right there. So you just pull it off like that. And now you have this nice cloth unit with the plus and minus for the odd time that you do want to press a button. And this is pretty useful. That is a USB port, and you think, why would you want a USB port on your clock? Well, because you probably have a phone. And if for some reason you're one of these people that takes your phone to bed, you can charge it overnight. The other thing you could do with that is put a wireless charger off of that, which will cost you probably $10 or $12 if you buy one on eBay. It'll cost you $30 if you buy one in the store, and then you can just charge your phone wirelessly. But I digress. We'll leave that alone for now. Nice little rubber, you know, backing on it so it doesn't slide. So if there's an earthquake, you're going to be okay. So it's a real shock to find that the first thing we need to do is plug it in. So let's just do that. I'll just take this little band off. There we go. And I just plug that into the wall. And I will plug this into the back. And as this is booting up, which it will do in a minute, I will explain a couple of things. So it's very hard to see, but there's two little holes right here, one here and one here. Those are actually microphones. So it will pick up your commands. There's also, beneath the screen here, there's also a sensor. It's a light sensor. And what will happen is as the evening comes on and things get darker, this screen will dim right down. It will be very, very dim at night. On the back, there is a switch for the mic. So if you've got privacy issues, you can flip that off, and now the device is not listening to you. It's a physical switch, and it will, just cut that audio. So, all right, so let's get through this. What we have to do is go get the app.
All right, so let's go off to the store and download Google Home. Now, I have already done this because I have other Google devices. I can just click Enable here. So I click the plus in the top left-hand corner, then down to Set up Device with the plus. Then I select New Device, confirm the home, just click Next. Wait a bit and it will find the device that it's set up. And the unit is displaying that code. So you just say, yes, that's it. Then yes, I do want to help. Where is it? I'm going to say this is in my bedroom. I'm going to make it the master bedroom. Connect it to my Wi-Fi. Sure, use the previous password. Connecting, great. Voice match is a way to have it recognize your voice and not other people in the home. So if you want to do that, which I do, just scroll down a bit and select Agree. Going. How personalized do you want your results to be? I'd like mine to be pretty personalized. So scroll down and select Turn On. Bingo. What is the default music service that you'd like to use? In my case, it's Spotify. So when I say play music, that's where it comes from. Do I want to use radio services? Not from Sirius. Do I want to add specific household contacts? Nope. Do I want to have Google send me a bunch of advertising? Nope. And here's a summary of what I've told it so far. And of course, there's always a patch that needs to be installed. It doesn't take anywhere near as long as the 8 minutes, but it does take 4 or 5 minutes. At least it did in my case. All right, so here's some examples of things you can do, which we're going to demonstrate.
Okay, Google, play some music.
Playing some music on Spotify.
Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, what's the temperature in Beijing, China?
The current temperature in Beijing is 22 degrees.
Okay, Google, set an alarm for 7:45 a.m.
You got it. Your alarm's set for tomorrow at 7:45 a.m.
Okay, Google, cancel the alarm for 7:45 a.m.
Okay, your alarm for tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. is canceled.
Okay, so let's check out the touchscreen. If I swipe from the side, I get the clock. Swipe from the other side, it goes, there we go. Pull down and I get settings, alarm. That's my night settings. Let's go into that. It's just going to be the light.
What time should I set the alarm for?
Cancel.
No problem. No new alarm set. Good night, Ian.
That's awesome. Okay, let's swipe up. Okay, Google, stop. Let's try from this side. See the dots at the bottom giving me my options, giving me my different home pages. which to me is an oxymoron, by the way, to have more than one home page, but that's what it's got. I'm pressing the buttons on top. Quite loud. Move it down, but I don't have to use the buttons. Okay, Google, turn it down. Okay, Google, turn it down. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, call Chestermere Safeway.
Calling Safeway Chestermere Station.
Pretty cool, eh? Cancel that. So this is a great little device. I really like it. I'm really happy with it. The new one is no doubt better, but not dramatic. Now let me just show you that mic cancellation button. So I'm going to flip it off. There it is. Now if I say, okay, Google, nothing. Okay, Google, set an alarm for 7 a.m. Nothing, right? Nothing there. Let's turn this back on.
The mic's back on.
I'd like to dim it. So it's auto dim is kind of handy. So watch, I'm going to put my finger over top of this light sensor because I think the light sensor is right there. And you can see how much it dimmed down. So it thinks it's in the bedroom right now and the light is on, light is off. Let me turn some of these lights off actually, and you'll see it do it automatically. So there, brighten back up because it thinks it's daytime or lights are on. Now watch, I'll just turn lights off. And let's see what we get. Pretty dim. So that's enough for me to see it, which is just great at night. Okay, Google, turn display off. Even better. Okay, Google. And the way I get it back is simply to say, okay, Google. And I don't actually have to say anything here, it'll just turn the screen back on. Let's give it a second.
Sorry, I didn't
Cancel. There we go. Now I can change these clock faces. There's lots of cool stuff I can do here. So let's go into clock face. I don't really like that one. I'm a big boy, so I wouldn't mind actually having 1009. Interesting. Timeless. Some fun ones here. Mono. Featured photos. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think I'll go with that one, actually. There it is. Now, let's go settings again and change. Oh, I'm standing in the light because the light sensor, as I said, is right there. Let's go to display settings. Yeah, so dim up, that's happy. I'll just click done here. Oh, let's go to settings again and into night light. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you can see what the settings are there. That's fine. No, that's fine. I don't need that. Let's go back to settings. And what else we have? Network, it's on Commodore, which is my network. That's just fine. About device, let's just see what version it's running currently. So it's running Android 10, which is happy. That's that. Okay, Google, tell me the news.
Here's the latest news. From BBC Minute at 10:26 p.m. today.
Okay, Google, turn it up.
Is to start BBC Minute. Hashtag Super Bowl's been trending. It's all after the lineup for the famous halftime show next year was released. Eminem.
Okay,
Dr.
Google,
Dre, Snoop
skip.
Dogg.
CNN news briefing at 8:21 p.m. today.
Hello from CNN. I'm Afoma Dike with the 5 things you need to know for Thursday, September 30th. President Joe Biden has signed a stopgap bill
Okay,
that
Google,
keeps the government.
stop. Okay, Google, what's the latest news from CBC?
Here's the latest news. From CBC News at 10:44 p.m. today.
from CBC.
Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, what's the news from ABC?
Sorry, I can't play news from ABC yet.
Okay, Google, what's the news from the Netherlands?
SchengenVisaInfo.com has this update. Netherlands sees a surge in number of asylum applications filed during August.
Okay,
A
Google,
total
stop.
of 3,000.
Okay, Google, true crime podcast.
Alright, here are a few options. Let's start with True Crime Obsessed. Just so you know, you can set your preferred podcast provider in assistant settings. I sent a link to your phone.
Hey girl!
Hey girl!
You guys, before we get to the show, if you're a fan of our show, we've got another podcast you should check out. It's the...
Here's the next episode.
Oh, that was obnoxious.
97 The Murder of Miranda Shelley Peter from Canadian True Crime.
Mom, what are you doing here?
What are you wearing? Are these my bangles?
Okay,
Sammy's
Google,
life is
stop. You get the idea. So there are a few little shortcuts. The one that's most useful is if there's something on the screen you want to edit, just press and hold it. There you go. So for fun, I will change to, let's find so this one gives me the temperature, weather, clock. Lovely. Boom. So I just yanked the power out when I plug this back in. Well, let's just do that and we'll explain a couple of things as we're going here. One of the things to note is on power up, it does take a minute to give you any indication it's doing anything. It's a bit unnerving, to be honest, but it's about the only thing I find wrong with this. And wow, is that ever not a real problem? This doesn't have a battery backup. But as you're about to see, yeah, see, I haven't done anything to it. It's just coming up now. As you'll see in a minute, it will keep all of its settings. It won't lose anything when it boots up after being unplugged. So if the power goes out and comes back on, unlike most of your devices, this will be accurate, which is quite nice. And like I said, one of the nice little features with this is this USB port, so you can charge or whatever else you might use a USB port for. Very handy to have. Now, because this is so small and compact, you could take this with you traveling quite easily, right? It's no big deal just to yank the power and take it with you wherever you go.
So overall, we love this little product, the Lenovo Smart Clock with Google Assistant. And remember that it's the same configuration as Lenovo Smart Clock Essential with Google Assistant, or the Lenovo Smart Clock 2 with wireless charging dock. So everything we've shown you will be the same on those other units, other than the color display. We would really appreciate it if you would click like on this video, and if you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. Both of those really help with the Google algorithm. You can leave comments and questions below. We'll get back to you within a day or so. And you can always get a hold of us at www.urtech, that's urtech.ca. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.